Welcome to a brand new season of The Founder. I'm Tarushi Peries, and today we are at a brand new location, our venue sponsor, the office Colombo. Today on our very first episode, we have with us Stephanie De Silva. Hi Stephanie, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me here today.
It was a pleasure. So tell me a bit about yourself and your company.
Yeah. So I'm Stephanie De Silva. Currently I work at Alliance Agencies, and I also have my company which I founded called Luxey.
Yeah.
Prior to moving to Sri Lanka about 3 years ago, I was living in the United States. I was born there, lived all my life there until moving here with my husband. Did my undergraduate and master's degree at Assumption University.
Yeah.
Majored in marketing and business studies. After getting my degree, I worked for a packaging company, Rand Whitney, where I was the head of marketing and also operated in a sales role as well. So currently at Alliance Agencies, it's a family-owned and operated company. It's been in business for about 60 years now, operating in a variety of different industries, including printing equipment and consumables, real estate development, agriculture, and recently into the car care industry. Luxey is the brand I started about 3 months ago, and I sell foreign branded makeup and skincare products into the Sri Lankan market.
So tell me, what inspired you to start your own brand?
Yeah, so I was really inspired to start Luxey based on my own struggles when I first moved to Sri Lanka. Being from the United States, I had access to almost any skincare product or any kind of branded products I wanted almost instantly. And I really took this for granted when I first moved to Sri Lanka. I thought I would have the same luxury and availability of these products, and obviously I was very wrong with that. I was sharing my frustrations about not being able to find these products with some other women I'm friends with here, and they've also experienced the same thing, that if they, you could find these products, there'd be a very long lead time to get them, pre-order basis only, or the price of them was very expensive, out of reach for a lot of people. So I started Luxey for 2 reasons, really for my own benefit of wanting to get the products here, and also to help other women here get the products. So the 2 things that really differentiates Luxey from other companies that are selling foreign branded products here are 2 things. The first is everything I sell is in stock and available for immediate delivery. So there's no lead times for weeks or even months now with COVID to get the products to yourself. And also, I really focus on a very customer-centric approach. So all the brands and products I sell are products I've tried before. So I know that they are going to be a good quality, and I can also, I'm very knowledgeable about them, so I can recommend something to somebody, which is, very important, I think. It's hard to buy products online, especially skincare and makeup products, if you're not familiar with the brands. So being able to offer, one-on-one advice, if a girl comes to me and says, this is my skincare concern, I can offer them a variety of different products, or tell them what ingredients they may want to avoid in order to help them.
So so many people, they have the idea of starting their own business, but they're not able to produce it. So how were you able to, what got you to do it?
So for me, I think it was having my background knowledge of all the skincare and makeup products. I've always really enjoyed, playing dress up and, working on my complexion and skincare products. So I think having a lot of that knowledge and being able to bring that into the business while I'm starting it up and being able to share it with other people, it made me pretty successful with this.
Starting a business is not easy, There's always a challenge to it. So what are the challenges you have faced, and how did you overcome them?
I think for me, I faced a whole set of unique challenges because I'm not from Sri Lanka. Obviously, anywhere you go, there's going to be different cultural challenges, different ways of learning business, different business etiquette. And when I first started working at Alliance Agencies, when I first moved here, it took me a while to really assimilate into the business culture here. Something so simple as the way you write an email or address somebody, it's very different in the United States as compared to Sri Lanka. So it was challenging for me at first to overcome those and learn how to properly be into a business role here, but I was very fortunate. I had my husband and his family and all of their support while working at the company, and also their support with starting Luxey on my own as well.
So you have different marketing strategies. So talk to me about yours. How did you do it? What were you more comfortable with?
Yeah, so for Alliance Agencies, I'm the head of all the marketing for our different divisions. So because the different companies we have are in such a variety of different industries, each of the different marketing campaigns or social campaigns had to be very uniquely tailored to the different industries. Obviously, you're not going to use the same type of social media campaign you would for a real estate company as you would for a car care company, for example. So really identifying the target markets for each of the different industries and creating, campaigns that really identified and focused into getting those different target markets was very successful for us. A lot of social media obviously has been successful. For Luxey specifically, I've focused almost exclusively on social media platforms. Organic searches as well as paid searching has been successful for us. But the thing I found most unique for Sri Lanka compared to the United States especially is the reliance on positive word of mouth marketing. Here especially, it's a very small community. So if somebody has a positive experience with a brand or a product, they're very likely to share that with somebody else. And that in return gets more customers and your name and your brand out there a lot more. So we've really relied heavily on word of mouth.
Yeah. So tell me, was it easy for you, financing, was it easy for you, or did you have some difficulties on that way too?
So I'm really proud to say that I actually, I'm self-funded for Luxey, got the capital from my own, myself. I was, very proud of myself for being able to do that and not having to go to my husband or his family or another source for getting the capital. And the way I've structured the business and structured it for growth is that I am putting the revenue and profits back into the company so I can grow and have it be something that is sustainable for future.
Talk to me a bit about what was the most frustrating thing for you to get your business done?
I think the most frustrating thing for me with Luxey at the start was learning about a lot of the government regulations with duty import structures and taxes, and even learning about freight costs and logistics. That's not something I really had a lot of exposure or experience with working in the United States. So having to learn all of those was a struggle at the beginning, but also now I feel I have a good handle on them, even with COVID and longer lead times and all of that. But just another challenge that we've been able to overcome.
Tell me, have you ever failed before you succeeded? So what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say exactly that I failed at anything. Through Alliance Agencies, I handle some new business development with them. And we've evaluated a lot of different products and services to bring to the Sri Lankan market over the last year or so. And some of these have been, we've invested a lot of time and resources into looking into them, overseas trips, business plans, market research studies. And, almost all of them, I would say, we didn't bring to market. And somebody could say that might be a failure, but in a sense, I think it's preventing a failure. We came to market with Alliance Auto Care, and that's proven to be very successful.
Talk to me a bit about what motivates you to get out of bed in the morning and say, okay, let's do this.
I think it's my passion for what I'm doing. I really loved makeup and skincare, and it's, I think, something that can be used in such a positive way for women. For me personally, I feel a lot more confident when I am wearing, makeup and have my skin looks good and I feel good. I know that's not the case for everyone, and beauty is only skin deep, so it matters what's on the inside as well. But I think if I can give that same confidence that I know I get to other women with the skincare and makeup products that I do provide, that really, it makes me happy. And I've had a lot of positive feedback from the women I've worked with so far. Just people coming back saying they've been really happy with the skincare routine and products I've recommended to them, and showing me, before and after pictures of, some acne scars or marks that have been faded. And that really, it makes me really happy to know that I'm doing a little part. Yeah, it's nice.
So, the word success, hearing about you so far, it's very inspiring, and the word success is there. So talk to me, how would you define that word?
Success for me is waking up every day and being truly happy. Happy with yourself, happy with the people around you, happy in just a very broad sense of the word. I don't think that you necessarily have to be the CEO of a company to be successful. I think, a stay-at-home mom can be successful the same way someone who works in a large corporation can be successful. So I think too, we also, we always look at success in a monetary way, but I think we should be looking at it more of a whole person way and what makes you really happy.
Yeah. Now that you have already built up your business and you are where you are today, if you were not doing what you were doing today, is there something you would like to do other than this?
Yeah, so I think if I wasn't building my business currently, I'd want to be more involved in organizations that foster women empowerment and women in business in Sri Lanka. I feel like I have a very unique opportunity having moved from the United States to Sri Lanka, and I really want to help become a mentor for other women here in business to promote women, climbing the ranks, showing them that, the glass ceiling is not really there, and helping, women, understand that this being in a business role is not only for men here in Sri Lanka. We have our impact that we can make as well.
Yeah. Now that you are your own boss, would you be comfortable working under someone else, or are you comfortable the way you are?
So I think I have the best of both worlds because I currently work still at Alliance Agencies with my husband and his family, but I also do have Luxey on my own as well. So I really like that dynamic where, it's not all on me being the boss with the Alliance Agencies. Leave that, all the hard decisions and, keeping everybody employed with Alliance Agencies on my husband's shoulders there. But for Luxey, I really like the freedom that it brings me. And I like knowing that I have the flexibility with that as well.
Like you can do what you want.
It's very nice.
So if you were able to have dinner with, a founder of your liking, who would that be and why?
I think I'd pick Sarah Blakely. She's a very inspirational woman to a lot of people. She founded her company on her own with only $5,000 and she turned it into a $1 billion empire. She's always been very focused on women empowerment and bringing women into the workforce. And I think she's a very positive role model for a lot of people.
Yeah. So, there's so many people wanting to start their own business, but, they don't have the motivation to do so. What is the kind of advice you would give them?
I think the advice I'd give somebody would be to find something you're really passionate about. I'm so passionate about, women empowerment and helping other women. And I think that's really why I've been successful with Luxey, because I feel like the messaging behind my brand is one of positivity and helping other women. So I think finding something that you're really passionate about and never losing that passion, because that's what's going to keep you going. When the doors start closing or things aren't easy, the passion you have is going to keep you moving forward every day.
Stephanie, it was really nice meeting you. It's very inspiring talking to you as well. And that was Stephanie Silva. Do go check out what she has in store for you. I'm Tarushi Peries, and see you next time on an episode of The Founder.